All right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Get Growing weekly work session with GetOiling. I'm Coach Ashley. Today, we have such an exciting lineup for you. First, we have a new member of the GetOiling team that we would like to introduce you to. You may have met her already in the inbox. We also have two of our favorite content partners here with us today, two Young Living Gold leaders who are cross-team, who are committed to growing Team YL, who are here to talk with you guys today about how to motivate yourselves and grow your teams, even when things are, sometimes a little wacky and wonky, whether that be in your VO or in your personal life, right? So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to do some live website reviews, but without further ado, first, let's Brady Bunch. And let's kick it over to Greg. We got Colin here as well. And of course, Janelle and Sarah. So Greg, if you'd like to do the introduction.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm super excited to announce Julie here. She's joined our support team. Like Ashley said, you probably may have gotten an email from her recently in the last week or so. Julie loves all things tech. And so we're really excited that she's joining our team. So Julie, want to say a word or two or 20 or whatever you want to say?
Yeah, I have been in Young Living for 10 years, and I've been with GetOiling. I've had them as a website for about 2 years. Before that, I've worked with several different websites and never could quite get right. And I was so excited to find GetOiling because they are amazing. And I'm glad now to be part of the team and help people out. And so you might see me answering emails and just be a little patient. I've been here for about a week now, just learning the ropes, but I'm loving it and I love being part of the team. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, and you're in sunny Florida too, I think, right? So that's exciting too. Maybe we should meet up there sometime. So
right
in the middle of winter.
There we go. Just to let everybody know, we were having a conversation about karaoke before we went live and discussing where we might go hang out. Julie, I think we're coming to you. Thank you and welcome to the team. We're really excited to have you. So today we have Janelle and Sarah of Simple Grace Co. How many of you guys, just as you're coming here in the chat, how many of you guys know Janelle and Sarah? Maybe you've gotten their Simple Start. They make really cool stuff for your GetOiling account. And it's the same stuff that they use for their Young Living businesses. So for lead generation and taking care of members and things like that. If you guys don't know about them, I really hope that you check them out. Today, we're not pitching you on anything, but I just want to kind of toss this in here, you guys. If you haven't seen what they're making, the reviews are raving and they make really beautiful stuff. Read the comments. People are going nuts here talking about you guys because we love you. So let's switch the conversation over briefly, right? A lot of changes right now going on in Young Living. A lot of things coming up right now in terms of, we're changing from business builder or member to brand partner to customer. Like there's all these things that are changing. How things are ordered or are changing. Lots of things are shifting. And actually, before we hop into the training, for those of you, I know Amanda, who could not be with us today, Amanda made a post in our Facebook group the other day about, sort of what GetOiling is doing to make sure that we're on top of everything and sort of how we're handling the changes that are taking place. So Greg, let's real quick, just for housekeeping, if you want to share a few words about sort of what GetOiling is doing to kind of keep up with all of the shifts that are taking place.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, the biggest change, well, I mean, I'm hopeful that it's relatively transparent. I mean, there's the links, the product links in the pre-built websites, for example, those are going to be changing. And of course, I know it's like the US market, but so we're keeping an eye on the website themes. We've already updated, say, like the brand partner or the independent distributor logo to brand partner instead, at least in the US, because if something changes in your country, you're not in the US, whatever, certainly let me know. I mean, we're happy to make the changes as they roll out because sometimes they're super real time and not everyone hears about them, including us, right away. So the more info from all of you, the better. But there's also, we'll have to be updating the like new members campaign and maybe make a US version of it for a while, or at least new shopping site version of it. So there's going to be a few little changes coming in there to the pre-built content. But and there's for those of you who have made like custom product links with that little leaf icon, that's going to be, obviously it'll be a different product link. That process is changing. So that's sort of fluid. I got a contact at Young Living and been kind of going back and forth with them about that. So, but anyway, we're keeping on top of those things. We'll be making these changes, and once dates show up, hopefully we'll know, we'll be able to coordinate with that, or at least quickly react if the change is a surprise. So we're monitoring the situation, I guess, every day, really.
Awesome. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, so we're staying on top of this. And so just make sure that you're tuning in to what we've got going on here. And yeah, if you're relying really heavily on those little leaf links, and you probably aren't, because we know that it's our relationships and our conversations with people that really make the difference and whether or not they order or get started, right? So remember that the right thing to do is still the right thing to do. And the tech stuff, as tech goes, can shift and change over time. So stay tuned, and we will keep you up to date on everything on our end as those things progress. So yeah, without further ado, let's hand the floor over to two amazing leaders, Sarah and Janelle, who are here to talk with you guys about growth and motivation and why right now is the time to grow Young Living. Not to wait until these things get figured out, but now. So ladies. Ladies have the floor.
Right. I'm Sarah Haydenfeld. I've been with Young Living since 2014, so I've loved the products forever. A recent brand partner. The last 3 years I started building a business. Janelle has a lot of the same story. We live in Nebraska. So we don't live by each other. We are not on the same team. But we look to each other for support and for, to have someone to help kind of walk us through this. And we really have connected that way. So I wanted to kind of give you that backstory because we have been seeing and we have been feeling in lots of groups, in lots of our talk together, between us, that there's this weird feeling right now of, we know that there's gigantic things coming and we're so excited for those big changes. But we're still in this feeling of, maybe I'm not growing like I was growing. Maybe I'm looking forward to these new fantastic changes, but what do I do like right now? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go with this? And I was kind of feeling a little doom and gloom, and Janelle and I talk all the time, and she put her phone down, looked me in the eye on Zoom because we can't ever see each other in real life. And she said, do you feel like you deserve to grow right now? Do you feel like you're putting in the time, the effort? Do you feel like your attitude, do you feel like everything right now is the same as when you maybe were in a season of really great growth? And, I kind of looked at her, and that's the truth. It's the truth. And she was also feeling the same way. So we had a deep conversation about what we wanted to do. How do we want to be feeling right now? How do we want to be growing right now? How are we going to navigate this? So that's where this, like Ashley said, no pitches here whatsoever today. We just want to kind of open that conversation up and let you know that, you're not alone in that. But also it's, for us, it's not okay to have that feeling of just sitting there and kind of holding and waiting and seeing what's going to happen with Young Living, when we have the power, all of the power inside of us to do what we need to do right now. We don't need to wait on them. So that's kind of where it started from.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask you a question. How many of you that are listening right now kind of feel like you've been in this holding pattern? We know changes are coming. We've gotten the emails. Things have been a little set back. We've just been there. And so like Sarah said, we both were kind of like, do we grow this? Do we go forward? Do we hold on? Do we do this? And so I'm going to bring you a concept. And if you are in Simple Grace, you already heard this one, but I think it's really important that you understand this fully. And so with everything that Young Living is doing, it is the biggest tidal wave that is coming and rushing towards shore right now. the changes that are coming, if you guys have not dug into them, are going to be game changers for your business. They are so awesome, make it so easy to share with people. And so it's going to be the best thing. So that tidal wave that is heading towards the shore are all of the changes in Young Living. Okay. So it is barreling towards that shore. And Sarah and I chatted, and we feel like you have 4 options. Now, when I talked about this before, I said you have 1 and then you have A, but let's just stick with letters. Okay. We're going to stay on track here, Janelle. Here is my 4 options and Sarah's 4 options of what we feel your choices are right now in this moment. And A is maybe you don't really know what's going to happen. You are kind of like, you know what, I'm going to let that wave come in. And then I'm going to come in on my little paddle board right behind it. I'm just going to paddle in after it's already hit the shore and go in. Okay, so that's A. Now, I want you guys to think of where you're at right now. I probably should have thrown that out there. Think about where you're at, not where you want to be, but where you are at right now. Now, B is that you feel like you are drowning. Your head is underwater. Maybe you haven't seen growth. Maybe you are scared to continue with this business because you're not sure how these changes are going to affect you. Maybe 2020 really hits you hard and you're just not sure where to go with that. So that's B. Now C is you are on that board, on the tidal wave, and you are riding it in, but you're on your belly and you're holding on with all of your might to that board because you know you want to ride this wave, but you just also know that if you stand up, you're probably going to fall off. And then D, here's the final option. You are riding that board, standing tall, and you are going to hit that shore with that wave, and it is going to be amazing. Now, I will tell you honestly, both Sarah and I will say that we were C. We thought maybe we were clinging tight to that board, but I'm going to tell you, maybe we were A. Maybe we thought, let's just let these changes happen, and then we're going to come in and do it. And I'm going to tell you guys, no matter where you're at, it is totally okay. And we need to admit where we're at, because if we don't, we're not going to move forward, right? If we don't know where we are at right now, where are you going to go from there? And so first realize where you are at, but then I'm going to encourage you as a fellow brand partner, get to C or D. And even if you're like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but I am so on board. And one of those ways that you can realize that you are on board no matter what, even if you're clinging so tightly to that board on that tidal wave, is that remember why we started. Remember this amazing company that we partnered with because we knew that they offered wellness, purpose, and abundance. You need to remember the testimonies that you, not only your family has went through, you need to realize how many lives have been changed because you opened your mouth to share these products with people. We have to get back to that heart and that why. And motivation itself, I'm going to tell you, I can't motivate you. I might say something that's really amazing, but you are the one who has to choose to take that and use that to motivate yourself. It is on you to do the things. Now, here is another, I want to also tell you guys this. How many of you have heard of ground floor opportunity? I am not a serial network marketer. I have never heard of this stuff before. Oh, I said cereal and Siri thought that she needed to find me cereal, like to eat. Okay, you guys, what in the world? Okay, how many of you have heard of ground floor marketing in the last 6 months, year and a half, 2 years, whatever? It is a concept and something that we hear all of the time when we are in this. What I want to tell you is that we have a ground floor opportunity with a company that has 25 plus, 27 plus years of experience to back it up. They have amazing products. They have amazing leadership. They have all of you guys. You guys, here we are, ground floor opportunity with a company that has history. Why would you walk away from that? Why would you not say, okay, sure, I have to shift, I have to change things, but I am all in. And so simple momentum is what Sarah and I are bringing to you. And we are so stinking pumped.
Can I squeal right now? I want to squeal right now. You guys, just to drive this point home, there aren't other companies in this industry like this one. And this company is about to make a shift to bring its processes and the shopping experience up to par with new companies, the hot new flashy things that don't tend to last, right? You have an incredible opportunity right here. You get to be ground floor on something that's proven. Who gets that opportunity? That's so huge. Please tell us more about Simple Momentum. I want this.
Yeah, we're going to go through, we're in our group in Simple Grace Collective. Every day, we're going to hop in there, bringing education, momentum, motivation, some of Gary's stories, just in there to get together as Team Young Living, bring your teams to just ride the wave, get on your board and come with us. And some of the things we're going to be talking about in there is right now with our feelings, maybe some feelings of that we need to come to of forgiveness. Maybe forgiving Young Living for some things that they may not have met our expectations for. And, with the website, I know that it is, everybody is kind of feeling like, let's just go already. I mean, we have those feelings. Okay. So we're going to talk about forgiveness. We're going to talk about forgiving yourself, or maybe you haven't really put out what you're truly capable of doing. So that's all mindset. It's mindset of going back to the heart of the company, to the heart of why you started, really focusing in on mindset. That's what we're going to start with. And then we're going to move into some other things. Janelle, do you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, I'm scared to talk, and maybe cereal. Think I want cereal again. Okay. All right. Next thing, connection. We are going to talk about connection because that is what this business is all about. And to go back to why we started, and we're going to share with you some concepts of how to connect better with people. The changes that are coming from Young Living are going to make it so much easier to specifically focus on things that these people specifically need. I'm trying to be very compliant in how I am talking about this. And so it has opened up the door for us to share, I feel, even more like so specific one-on-one. And Sarah and I actually, when we saw the changes that were coming, we kind of did a happy dance because the prospect vault that we created was basically around things that people were needing and things like that. So again, there is no pitches at the end of this. I promise you 100%. But we thought that we were just so excited with what Young Living was doing. We're going to give a little bit of tough love. I know that Sarah shared with that tough love that I gave her. Sometimes we need that. I need that. But also with it, we want you to know that these come from us having to reflect on those things as well. Like it is not just us wanting to be, we're brand partners and we're going to tell you how to do this. No, we had to come to some realizations, some hard things, and realize that we were not putting our best foot forward. And we want to challenge you because maybe you're not either. And maybe no one has asked you that specifically, point blank. So we're going to do those things. We are going to also talk about the opportunity. We have some Young Living Gold leaders that are going to do an opportunity call this coming Monday at 8 p.m. Central. And if you hop into our group, you'll get like the link to all of that. But we're going to talk about why Young Living, why network marketing, and really explore that ground floor opportunity that we had talked about with a proven company, in Ashley's words. Love that so much. And so we are inviting you in. We are inviting you to invite your people in, your teams in, as well as prospects. You guys, this company is phenomenal, and this company is only going to get better. It, like they say, a fine wine ages, right? The company is just aging so well. And yes, there's some changes, there's some hiccups with it, but like it is just getting better and better.
Oh, that's so exciting. I hope you guys are catching that. Like this is, you guys, you can go and take your people to their group and they will do the presenting for you, the opportunity presentation. And what's the link? How do they get in? How do they get in? Because we want to hear more about this, but we got people asking for links now.
If you just go to simplegraceco.com/groups, you can hop into our group. We'll get in there, and then all of the information, all of the lives, everything that's going to be the hub where everything goes out. So if you grab your team and get them into that group, that's where it's pretty easy. Hop in there.
Awesome. Janelle,
We're
are you still
pumped,
there?
you guys.
There
If
you
you
are.
can't tell. We went, yeah. Oh, sorry. Team Young Living. This is what it's all about. And we have heard some amazing things, some amazing like words from Gary. And you guys don't ever forget about the heart of this company. And we're going to bring that front and center to you guys in Simple Momentum.
That is so, so, so exciting. So you guys, another thing we haven't, like, I feel like this is sort of the elephant in the room that we haven't acknowledged yet. There are changes happening, but are the changes happening to the product?
No.
No. Why is everyone here?
Exactly.
Like the reason for all of this has not changed. The mechanisms around it do, as things tend to happen, right? So, this is so cool. So tell us, so in this group, it's not just you're going to be doing these opportunity calls, but you're going to be going live. Like basically, when we spoke about this, guys, like I, hopped on a call with these two a few days ago. We're talking about, this sort of perspective, and everybody's like, oh, I don't know, I should wait, or I'm frustrated, or I'm this, or I'm that. And they're not taking, people aren't taking advantage of this opportunity that's in front of them right now. Now, what Janelle and Sarah do on a regular basis is they show up together. They're cross teams. They're not like upline, downline of each other, but they've teamed together to build and work together. And so they share resources with their teams. Now, what this would have been is them for 30 days going live in their team Facebook group, getting people pumped up, sharing, educating, building momentum, and helping people to really get excited to grow. They're opening this thing up from their teams to Team YL. So simplegraceco.com/group. You're going to want to get in there because, I mean, if you don't have someone right now who is a Janelle or a Sarah to you, you need to go get a Janelle and a Sarah.
Right. My business changed when I, had someone to really, and it doesn't matter if they're on your team or not. I mean, it would be fantastic. I won't lie. Janelle and I were on the same team, but we're not. And it's okay. And I honestly think that it makes both of us stronger. It honestly does, to be able to not have that dynamic. I mean, the part of that is kind of cool too, to grab somebody that's cross team to you and really do the things and not, even have any sort of team dynamics involved in it. It's pretty, I love it. And it's grown, both of our business.
That's so cool. So you guys are going to be going live daily? Is that right?
Daily.
Yep.
Daily. And so what kind of things are you guys going to be talking about in there? What are you going to be doing with those lives?
We are going to be talking, like she said, mindset. So we're going to talk about negative thinking. That has to change. We have to switch that. We need to deal with our frustrations. Again, we need to put words to what we are feeling and then make that decision to move on from it and to grow from it. And I feel like every failure is just an opportunity to grow. And that's what we are going to be offering anyone who jumps in there and stuff like that. We are also, like we said, we're going to talk about Gary. I want to say Gary is but the impact that he has with his words and all that he has done, we're going to bring that forefront to you guys. We are going to have challenges and just different things that we are specifically doing for ourselves and our team is what it is. It's going to be pumped.
Social media tips and tricks. Both Janelle and I are very active on social media. So we'll give you some of the tips and tricks that we have learned on social media. And we're also going to get down to the specifics of the changes. Maybe you haven't really wrapped your head around what are these changes. We're going to go through some of that too. I mean, just the technicalities of what's going to happen. So it's just a really great place to bring your teams and, pick up momentum.
Yeah, I think that what we want you guys to realize as fellow brand partners is we're just giving you a space to come in, to grab this momentum yourself, but also to have your team come with you. And I feel like if we have taken some of this off of your shoulders, that you are going to be able to even thrive even more, because we are going to provide you with that momentum to grab onto, and your teams as well. But we're also going to talk about the changes. We're going to talk about the opportunity. We want people to realize that Team Young Living is one of the best things about this company, and get that so solidified in everyone's mind.
This is so cool. There's actually a great comment that I just saw in here from Heidi. She said she'd love to have someone to work with or collaborate with. The best place to find someone cross-line is where other serious business builders are hanging out. How did you guys meet?
Yeah.
We met in Hawaii for Dream 1000.
There
We
you go.
actually went whale watching, and my husband did not fare very well. And I remembered sitting there kind of with him. I was 6 months pregnant, and I was sitting on the boat, and I see this beautiful redhead, and I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. And like, they were just enjoying their time, and I was not enjoying my time. And we get off of the boat to go back to the bus to take us back to the resort. And they kind of sat by us, and I know just Sarah and I just started talking, and it like, that is where we met. And it,
Well, actually,
or maybe not. Wait, come on.
Actually, Janelle started
Happened,
talking.
right?
Janelle started talking.
I believe
yeah,
this
well,
version of the story.
And then I was like, oh, how do I, yuck, hi. No, they sat in front of us, and she turned around and started a conversation like in true Janelle fashion. And we had so many things in common. So it took off from there. But I just wanted to say Janelle started talking.
That was,
And
I
my
feel like
husband.
this is
Janelle
so
and my
YouTube.
husband started talking because they're very talkative.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So
I
Janelle
know.
tells this story where like, we started talking, hold on. Janelle started talking.
I don't know what boundaries are, just so you know. I've never met a friend like, actually, I do know what boundaries are. I'm just if we need to talk about boundaries in the group, we can. I do know what they are, but I just like people too much.
Yep.
I think we're all better for it. And thank you.
Yep.
So this is amazing, you guys. Make sure if you're not there already, it's just totally free. simplegraceco.com. Put the link in the chat. We'll put it in the description below on YouTube. simplegraceco.com/group, singular group. Oh my God. So you guys do your first opportunity call on Monday, the 10th. And did you say you're going to be doing those weekly, or so somebody's going to be doing an opportunity call every week?
We hadn't discussed that, but that might be a really good idea.
That would be a really good idea. Because right, if what you're doing like throughout the whole challenge or this whole sort of building momentum is bring your people, momentum call, right? There's the opportunity call.
You guys, everybody needs a coach, Ashley.
And honestly, you guys need to be popping in and spending time around people who are doing this right. And I think that these two, the balance that you two bring together to how you approach what you're doing with Simple Grace Co., with how you're running your teams together, guys, follow good examples. Right? These girls know what they're doing, and they're here to, kind of be your team leader here for Team YL, right? In this group. So come and take advantage of that. And if you haven't checked them out yet, for those of you who are a GetOiling member, maybe you're trying to figure out what to do with your website, or, what do I do about a lead magnet? How do I do this and that? They have really beautiful stuff. And that's at simplegraceco.com. Oh, question. What time is the call on the 10th?
8 p.m. Central.
8 o'clock Central. Thank you for that question, Paula. Awesome. All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to add here? I have a website review, and we may take a volunteer for that as well, because I think we had somebody cancel. So you guys want to close out with anything?
We just want to encourage you to go back to that analogy that we shared about the wave. If you are even drowning, even if you are just so unsure of what the next step for you will be, just get in our group. Come see what it's about. If it works for you, it works for you. And for those of you who are ready to do something, we want to tell you that we are linking arms with you, and you are going to be standing tall riding that wave in. That is our goal for every single one of you. Like, you're not going to be belly on the board. You are standing tall, and you are going to ride this wave, and it is going to be probably the most life-changing thing that happens, not what we are doing, but what Young Living is doing and has done. So we're just saying, link arms with us. We have that hand down to you. So we're going to say, stand up. Let's go.
So exciting. I hope you guys take advantage of this. Please take advantage of this. simplegraceco.com/group. Look forward to having you guys on again very soon. And feel free to hang out. If you guys are joining, if you're hopping in, put it in, raise your hand up, let us know in the chat. And we'll see you in the Simple Grace Co. Facebook group. Really, really excited to see what you guys are doing. And thank you so much for doing this for the community. Just really, this means a lot, I think, to everyone here.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right. So I am really, really excited. Martina, are you here? Will you please raise your hand for me so I could bring you out to chat with us? I'm so excited to show everybody this beautiful website that you've made. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, it's so exciting to have you here. You guys, look what Martina did. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, first, your branding is on point. B, your message is just so necessary. This is so beautiful. I love everything you're about. So please,
thank you.
Yeah, tell me what you're looking for, because you look like you got it figured out.
I think it's probably a little bit of my own self-doubt of like just wanting some eyes that clearly know what they're doing, to just kind of reaffirm that I kind of have everything figured out for my website and that everything's kind of aligning as it should. So that's kind of was the gist of it, of just that a different, like a fresh set of eyes to kind of just help making sure I have everything figured out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is really great. Like you've done a really excellent job here. Yeah, no, you're speaking straight to your person. You know, if I wanted to poke and nitpick just a little bit, I would make this not scripty. So like maybe in this font, and I would just say this in this font, just to reach them directly. Hey, you talking to you, you're imperfectly perfect just the way you are in this moment. Like that's amazing. Yeah, no, I think you're in a really great place for this. I think you're going to, as you do more of the work behind what this website represents, you'll see more opportunities to come up, to expand, and maybe put something different at the top, maybe once or twice a year, or you know, swap out what's here or whatever. But this is a congruent offer, right? Overcome self-critical thoughts, be brave enough to pursue your goals. This is amazing. You give a story that backs that up. You've got wonderful, beautiful, colorful pictures of you. The colors are, this is great. You're using Canva. Are you using Canva for your images?
Canva. Yeah.
You're clearly nailing Canva. Oh, what's this? Available now. Who knew a pen was the only magic wand you needed? And look at the copywriter we have here, you guys. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, we found something. So we're not directing to your book properly. So let's make sure that's fixed. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So here, if you want to be a little more effective, I would think about, if you were to chat with somebody, what's the outcome they would walk away with? Offer that here. Do you want blank outcome? Schedule a call with me, right? Okay. Just to sharpen your copy a little bit. And again, really, I'm just talking about sharpening things because you're already getting this. Oh, this picture. You're so good at this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing, use the excerpt feature on your blog.
Excerpt? What is that? Sorry.
So that's going to be in your advanced settings. Okay. I'm going to stop share real quick just for privacy's sake. So I'm going to get into your account and show you. Okay. But the excerpt feature is going to, when someone, if they click blog and they just go to your blog, if you saw how like we're actually reading every single blog post that you have, what you do instead is you can see a few sentences and the image, and people can kind of pick and choose, because not everybody wants to read every single blog post, right? Like when you, Right? Like if you were to like Google a recipe or something like that, you were brought to someone's blog and you were like, oh, what else do they have on their blog? You wouldn't want to have to like read every single blog post to be able to like go to the next blog post you might want to see, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Okay, so here's what you do. And I'm just going to go to your weekly wellness 4 tips, this one right here. So under advanced options, you're going to show an excerpt. And then what you want to do is just, just grab, you can grab the first paragraph, or if you want to grab a particularly compelling phrase or something like that, that might be more effective for clicking through and getting people to read, that would be the thing to do.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically it. All right, so let's go back over here. So that's one recommendation. So
yeah. Okay.
really well done. Are you uploading these as featured? Okay. Another thing, make this the featured image, right? So you're uploading the image to the blog itself. If you have your featured image uploaded, you'll be able to see a little thumbnail size of the images over here in this sort of digest list. And also, if you wanted to, on your homepage, to have, say, like a section where you could say, here's the latest from the blog. We actually have a page section template that will populate the images from your blog, and you're making beautiful images. So why not do this? So it'll have your excerpt, or it'll have the title rather. It'll have the title and the image, right, Greg? Am I right on that? It's just the title and the image? Like, here's the blog. Okay, awesome. Yep. Cool. Okay. So pretty. Okay. So let's go back over to home. And I see you, ooh, did you guys catch that? Look at this. Neat. All right. It's really cool. So you also have your yoga studio on here, and people can book a session with you. Fabulous. And I see you've connected this is offsite. But it's your Acuity. Yeah. You've got your Acuity set up here. It's all branded the same. So you feel like you're on the same site. That's excellent. Nice. You've done this as well with your shopping. You have you have things that you sell shopping cart wise, right? And again, we don't look like we're really on a different site because your branding, it's seamless. This is branding, you guys. She's a master. Wonderful. This is really, really good. Okay. So you've got some courses. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. This is great. No, I have nothing else to say other than, make this a transparent background. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, this is amazing. Oh, thank you. Wow. Yeah. No, you're nailing this. I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted me to look at? Because this is great.
I don't know. Like, do you find, like, for my courses page, like this one specifically, do you feel like it's too long? Like, do people start to get bored, or like I always question like the length of some of like this page specifically?
So it really depends on how you're sending them there. And this specifically is this Find Your Magic. This is under courses. So we know that this is the course. So really what you're sort of doing here is you're creating a sales page. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And on a sales page, you're sort of replicating some of what happens in a conversation. And right. And for courses, even courses that are, what is this, 47 Canadian, even longer, or even courses that are not crazy expensive, they'll have longer sales pages, just because, people, you don't want people to just say, oh, it's that title plus price. Do I want it? Right. We want to actually be able to be there for them as though we were maybe able to have a conversation with them. So that's what you're accomplishing here. And this is super good. This is super good. Here's, one thing I might consider here. Take this what people are saying, make those into individual Canva graphics so that you can display them on the page. Let me show you an example of this particularly well done. Katinka is a Young Living leader in Belgium, and her course, this is a sales page. and it's excellent. And she's done quite well with this, and you can see it is quite long. You see how she's got these sections here, right? We've blown them up, and I believe this
Okay,
is
yep.
like the 4-image section.
Right.
So you could have those there, and she also has more here. This is what I was talking about, like in Canva, making
yeah,
little images like this, and
Okay.
and by all means bulk them up, because those are only going to do well for you to have more
Yeah,
people
okay.
saying good things, right?
Cool.
So yeah, no, this is phenomenal. You're doing really, really good work. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing this with us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to come on.
Yeah, for sure. Angela did ask, and this is a question for you, Martina, for that shopping page. I think that was a Square site. Do you have that connected
Yes.
to a Square site?
Yeah, that was a Square site. Yeah.
Okay.
Super easy, and it was free. So
There you go. There you go. So
Yeah.
because we don't have a shopping cart feature, so if you sell, like the bracelets like Martina has or something like that, then you can absolutely link up and connect. And if you keep your branding congruent, like Martina has masterfully done, then you can then it feels like it's all the same experience. That's wonderful. All right. So thank you again so
All right.
much.
Thanks so much, Ashley.
Yeah, so we did have a cancellation, and I did see that one of my favorite Canadians offered to have her site seen. So Jan, raise your hand for me here. We haven't talked in a long time, and I would really love to chat with you, and let's talk about your site. Hi, Jan.
I have to unmute myself. Am I there?
You are here, and I'm excited to talk with you. Oh, you've been doing some work. I'm going to show your site. So tell me a little bit about what you got going on. It's great. I love it.
I've been back. I've been in a not a good place for a while, and so I'm on my way back slowly this time. I'm not jumping in. And I've connected here the last few reviews of websites, and they gave me some really good ideas. And so I've started fresh but slowly. And I've used, I got rid of all the old pictures that I had, and I've re-strategized for my what do you call them, your group, your targeted group. And frankly, like I'm a senior, so I've started, I'm going after people who really, women who really, like me, for years have put their life on hold to be everybody else's whatever. And to help them put that guilt aside and move forward. And if I can get the younger groups, younger people in, and getting them, to not even embrace that, not even to go down that path, then I'll have accomplished something. So, but one step at a time. And so that's what I'm doing.
Well, you've got your stamp all over this, and I love it. There's so much of you here. You've got I love it. This is great. Please put this higher up top on one of your pages. This whole section right here, how I did it, sharing the journey with this video.
Okay.
This is such a great thing to have up top, especially if you're out there in the world and you're meeting people that could become your members, your customers.
Okay.
We want to grab with your message. If you've got a video that is brief, it is a good idea to have it at the top of a page, and maybe even your home page. Really importantly, although this is just glorious, and just, you look great. This is beautiful.
What I did is I went to a professional photographer who's also a friend of mine, and I did a photo shoot, and it was worth it. And I cannot recommend that more highly to people. Like, if you're going to do a website, you need to have professional photo shoot done. It doesn't cost that much. I think mine came around $165 or something like that, but it's worth it.
Mhm.
You know, take a few outfits with you like I did.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
just
Pick
fun
and
with it.
go with the dramatic sleeves. They photograph well. So a couple of things I would recommend if you've got Canva, that you do a transparent background on logos like this,
Yeah.
right? So like in your
Yeah.
about section, you see how this, the standard background is gray. You can actually do that on your own photo. So you could even remove the white background on this one if you wanted
That
to.
is transparent. Those are transparent.
I don't know that this one is though, because it would
Oh,
be
no,
like,
it's not? Okay, I'll check it. I'll
yeah,
check it,
yeah. You
actually.
see, do you see how we've got the border around you? Right, where it's gray here. So if the background had worked out transparent, then we would have, it'd be gray right there. So no, this is great. Let's see. I did notice one thing. It seems like on most of your links, you're opening in a new tab. There are some instances where you want to do that. Most of the time you don't necessarily want to, because you've got a menu up here that people can reference to navigate and get back to where they want to go. So I would say open in a new tab if it is maybe going off of your website. So if you were going to connect to a Facebook group, or if you were connecting to an offer. Right. So if we're on, here's your main page, it's your home page. Hey, I have a freebie that I'm giving you. Then maybe let's open that in a new tab if you wanted to do that. But for like, from going from your home to your blog to your, your services and things like that, I don't think it's necessary to open in a new tab or window for those.
Okay.
Let's see. My free guide to 3 ways to stress-free family life with pets. This GIF is so funny. So one thing that I would recommend that you consider doing, you see the copy up here, are the kids, pets, dogs, horse driving you in circles. On the, what page was I on? This one. I would consider putting the copy right here. Or maybe make it so you see this is a header right here. So if you shrink the text down a little bit and then you say, are the kids, pets, dogs, and horse driving you in circles? And then have the button right there in one of these. Get my free guide to stress-free life with pets. Click here, and then just have click here on the button.
Okay, so right in, like, we're in the welcome.
Well, so in a similar type of space. So let me show you on, let's see, Modern Social Mama that we just recently released with Jessica Doman. So I think I have, I thought I had one. I think it's down at the bottom, an example. Oh, here we go. All right. So it like this, right? So this is a thin header.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would do something like that. So it's just up at the top. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah,
it is.
Yes, I would do that. That'd be really effective. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would also consider, as much as I just adore this picture of you and I love your story, I think that it would be more effective for you if you can make this section right here about the person you're talking to. So, so basically saying, hey, friend, I'm here to help you get this outcome.
Okay.
Right. And make the story about them. Of course, you can get more into, here's what I do for you, or here's my background as it pertains to that. Another example, as it turns out, painter and a painter of horses and equine enthusiast, Jackie, she's got this too, right? So your best is yet to come. Here's who I help. Here's how I help them. And then we've got, she's got a story that talks about how she's qualified to help, right? But it's not as front and center. We want to really make it about the person that we're speaking to.
Got it. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? It's so cool. It's really good. It's good to hear from you. It's good to see you back.
Thanks. It's been I'm just re-strategizing the whole thing. I started up I've just started a group, like on my website. I have like join the community, and it's for like savvy spirited women. And inside is there's a free course. But what I'm trying to do is have them move from my newly established group, private group, and I'm going to be getting them onto that, into the vault. Like, I don't want to feed the monster of social media. And my whole concept is change master, and I am not going to let the social media control me, because it can get out of hand. And I don't have, you know, because I want to have a freedom life, but when I see everybody doing all these groups and all the rest of it, honestly, I don't see how. I'm perplexed on the freedom, because I still want, I'm sort of retired. I still want to do this and help others, but I have to find that balance of doing it.
For sure. For sure. I think it would be great for, you know, just for perspective, you know, you establish who you are, who you're for, who you help. You go and you sprinkle out the breadcrumb trail on social media, but you can make the hub of everything that you do and how you serve people wherever you want it to be, right? It's really up to your own preference. And I know you've been working on that for a while. You were one of the first people to build out a member area on the site when we first brought it out. So this is great. I'm really glad that you're doing this. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this from you. You've got so much here. Oh, I love this. Equine raindrop, Reiki for animals. So cool. So cool. If you want to see some inspiration from other folks who are doing animal related things on our site, here's Megan. She's created a program to help people heal their barn, create a healing barn. And so you can see an example of what she's put together here too, if you want some inspiration. She's doing some really cool stuff. She actually just hosted a conference recently and did all of her registration for this holistic animal conference right here on the GetOiling site. I don't know if you guys know Dr. Barb. She's got Dr. Barb in there too.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're doing such good work, and you're blogging. Definitely make sure, I don't know if I went to your blog page directly. Do you have that on here? Here we go.
Yeah. I do the excerpts.
You do the excerpts. Excellent. Excellent. Do you have Canva, Jan?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Highly recommend that you use a create a Canva template. And this is, what is it? The featured image size. This is like 630 by 1200 or something like that, or 1200 by 630. We'll have to, 1200 by 630. So 1200 by 630 pixels. If you put that in your Canva, you can plug in the image that you want to use, but then maybe also have the blog title and maybe your website URL and things like that. That's another way you can kind of tie your brand together. Use Canva, and it just takes a couple of minutes. I think Jackie is doing it, and I can show you what that looks like on her blog. There we go. Yeah, so like an image like this.
Yeah, like that. Right? That's nice. Yeah.
And you can kind of
nice.
Switch it around a little bit.
That's an easy switch. Yeah.
That would tie things together. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
No, not right at the moment. I have lots of questions, but not related to this. So
okay. All right. Well, you know how to reach us, and we're here to help. So thanks for coming on, Jan.
Great connecting, Ashley.
All right. Talk soon. All right. Thanks for you guys. I'm kind of blown away. Just really, really cool to see all of the energy here. These two amazing leaders here offering up great big team vibe, bringing you guys together to build, and just some really incredible work happening on the GetOiling sites. Martina, I want to take a Canva class from you. All right, let's Brady Bunch, you guys. Thank you all for being here today. This has really been exciting and awesome, and I'm super pumped and energized. If you guys can't tell, I'm so excited. Janelle, Sarah, do you guys want to say anything to send off, or does Macy want to send us off? Colin, does we got a baby?
Bye to everybody.
Goodbye.
You can't see obviously on my screen, but there's a split screen and it's playing YouTube videos of puppies and birds and things like that. So she's a little distracted with that.
Oh,
There you go, Pop. See, because there's a dog on the screen.
awesome. All right. Well, you guys, again, thank you for being here. Really excited to have, oh, we do have a question. We got a couple more minutes. We're going to answer this question. Hi, Estrella. Okay. I have a client that registered on my landing page, and for some reason it does not save her info. So every time she logs in, she has to re-register. Is there something on my end to fix?
So with that, I guess it depends. If the landing page is set as the homepage of your site under the Customize My Site menu, then it should remember her. If it's not, then maybe, there's something like cookies are turned off in her browser or something like that. Or maybe there's a domain configuration problem. That could be something you email support. I've seen that occasionally. If your domain's set up incorrectly, it won't set the proper, it won't remember her correctly. If you're sending a link to a landing page that's not the homepage of your site, it doesn't remember them, because the idea behind that is like, you have to enter in your info to get to that, whatever it is that you're letting them to. So, but yeah, certainly reach out to support. We can help figure that out. Sounds like there might be some domain issue.
Okay. I think, Greg, you got a response from Susie in here. Angela, off topic, I just posted my newsletter last night. I looked at it this morning. I sent to myself as well, and the pictures are covering up some of the writing. Is this something I did? So it shouldn't work that way. If it's just an email, if you sent like an image type, I mean, it depends on what your format is. It's a Grow newsletter. I don't know.
Yeah, this might be.
I wonder if this is that iPhone issue that we were just chatting about yesterday. Maybe
could be.
An email and we can look at it. I'm wondering, because wasn't it for Sarah that we were looking at this?
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did the same thing for me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's some quirky thing on the iPhone. It's only the iPhone where like the images overlap, and we haven't quite figured out like what's causing that. It works fine on every other device and every other app that we test, but for iPhones, it's like layering the images on top of each other. So I don't know if that's part of, maybe that's a feature with their new iOS 14 update or something. I don't know, but that's something that we'll have to figure that out.
Those updates are always delightful. Okay. All right. So it's a quirk, and it was on her iPhone. So
okay.
All right, maybe it was that, and it was not just you. And thank you. All right, awesome. Thank you guys again for being here. And now, please, Janelle and Sarah, please talk. Like, let's simplegraceco.com/group. Join that group.
Yeah, we're excited to have you over there. We're excited to bring this, for everyone, and to really get in every single day, shift our thinking, shift everything over to, really growing. And then once the good stuff that we've been waiting on to happen, once it happens, we're on top of the wave, and we're riding it, and we're going to, be ahead of the game. So we're, Jenna and I, we're both pumped to start this. It starts on Monday, the daily lives in the group. And then Monday night, we're going to have that first opportunity video. Invite your entire team, invite any prospects, anybody that you want to come over. So it's over in our group, simplegraceco.com/groups.
Excellent. All right, you guys. Oh, there's Janelle. Hi, guys. It's baby day. Every day is baby day. All right. We love you, and we'll be back next week, same time. Look forward to seeing you then. Make sure, if your team doesn't know about these sessions, these are free to everyone who is building a business with Young Living. We're at getoiling.com/weekly work session. If you want to join these live, we will see you all next time. Have a great week.
See you guys.